What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rake and Profit YouTube channel. I am here with the one and only Avery Romer, the Romer. What's going on? How you doing, man?
Right. Good, man. How you doing?
I am feeling good. And the reason why, I'm excited today is, well, first off, it's the first day in Connecticut where it's got to be close to 70 degrees, I would say. And, it's been 30 or 40 degrees for a while. And secondly, I'm excited because of Miami 2022. Isn't that right?
Yep. Second time doing this.
Yeah. So for the folks who are watching right now, if you're live, welcome. If you're watching the replay, we're going to be talking about Miami 2022, which is a conference that Avery is putting on with our good friend Taylor Jones. This is their second year that they're hosting this reseller conference, mostly centered around booksellers, selling on Amazon, wholesale. And there's going to be a ton of people there who are going to be speaking, really great speakers. We'll talk about that. And it's going to be a great networking experience. So I just want to come on, support my buddy Avery, talk about the event. And I literally just got my ticket about a week ago or so, and I'm coming to Miami. So I'm really, really excited. For the folks who don't know Avery, Avery is an Amazon seller. He's been selling on Amazon, close to 5 years now, would you say?
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, technically, if you do 2014, it's been almost a decade. But that was when I was selling books out of my college dorm room full time, 4 or 5 years.
Got you. And what did you do in sales over the last 12 months in your Amazon book business?
Right now, exact 12 months, I'm not sure. But I remember at one point it was 1.5 million. So maybe a little bit more, maybe less, but somewhere around that range.
Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. So welcome everybody who's here live. This is going to be a fun little show where we're going to be talking about Miami 2022 and what it is. So for the folks who are watching now and for the replayers, let everybody know what Miami 2022 is. What's this reseller conference about? When is it going down? How can they get tickets? Because we're going to both be there and just share some value because everyone's been cooped up for the last 2 years. So I feel like
I know, right? That's why I think these in-person events are going to do great because everybody's just so tired of just virtual. I think everybody was really excited about virtual when it first started, like Zoom popped off in 2020. We were living together and we were able to do, I think we did like a virtual event together right after then. And we were like, this is awesome, like virtual events. But after being cooped up for like a year plus, depending on where you live in the country, sometimes longer, some people are still cooped up now. Florida's not cooped up, though. That's why you guys should come down. I think in-person events are going to be huge over the next few years. I'm already planning more and more events besides Miami 2022. But if we take a step back and see really what made me want to do this event, and actually the reason why Steve and I know each other is through events like this. But a few years ago, I was living in my car, and I was traveling across the country. A lot of you guys have already heard this story, but I'll tell it again briefly. I was living in my Toyota Corolla, and I was following people like Steve, Reezy Resells, Caleb Roth, and I saw that I think Reezy and Caleb were putting an event on, and I was like, I do not have the money to go to this event. I think it was like $200 or $300, but I'm gonna pull up here because these people have provided me so much value. I just want to go say thank you, and maybe I'll learn something at the event. That was my thought process. So I pull up to the event in my house, my car, and I park it outside. I walk inside like 30 minutes late. I get to sit next to Caleb Roth. I get to meet all these guys. It was an after party. Long story short, my mind was blown. And yes, I learned things, but more importantly, I was emotionally moved because I saw 19-year-olds selling shoes full time. I got to meet, these people in real life and see that it's not just a scam, see that it's not just somebody on YouTube, trying to convince me to do something. I got to see them face to face, look them in the eye, and they're not just trying to sell me a course. They're not just trying to, we're all out here trying to build our social media. They're not just trying to build their social media. They're literally out here living the life, and you get to meet them and you get to get their phone number and they become your friends literally for as long as you want to be friends with them, business partners. And so I think there's an extreme amount of value to be had at these types of events. And I want to keep that intimate environment. I don't want this to be super huge. Maybe in the future we'll do a super huge event like Grant Cardone style, but right now I want to keep it intimate. Currently our ratio is 15 speakers to about, I think we have like 51 attendees. And so that's a pretty high ratio of speakers. And all the speakers do like 7 figures in sales plus. Some of them do 8 figures in sales. Scott Needham does 50 million in sales annually, and he'll be at this event. And there's a very high chance you get to shake his hand. There's a 100% chance you get to meet some of these speakers, and all of them, I think all of them are 7 figures sellers, maybe except for Taylor. He's the only one. Taylor, catch up. I think all of them are doing at least 7 figures somewhere, So that's really it. It's going to be in Miami. We're going to have, a full day of speakers. Gonna be a lot of emphasis on Q&A this year because it's such an intimate, not an intimate event. The after party will be intimate, but because it's such a smaller event, 70 people, 15 speakers, we're going to really leverage the speakers' time doing Q&A on panels. So, and you'll be on one of the panels. So I'm super excited to have you there and answer, questions about eBay, reselling in general, whatever people have. So
yeah, you rarely come across events that are this small and intimate where you can actually meet and talk to the speakers, interact, engage. And, coming from someone who's a YouTuber, right? I've made 2,500 plus videos. A lot of the bigger sellers, the influencers, the people you follow, it's really hard to get a hold of them. And it's hard for them to really open up and share everything because everyone's always going after them. They want something. There's a million comments coming in. You only have so much time. But I'll tell you right now, when I've gone to events and I've met some of my role models and vice versa, some of the people who have followed me, they get so much, I've gained so much. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you're really looking to get the inside secrets, the inside scoop, get around that environment. It's kind of like watching a baseball game versus going to the actual stadium. It's a different energy. It's a different feeling. It's a different belief. And, obviously you can go to a million events. If you don't take action with it, you're not going to get anything. But it's an interesting environment and it's really powerful. It's changed my life going to different events and stuff.
100%.
And, most people aren't going to go. They're going to say, oh, it's a waste of money. Oh, I can just watch on YouTube. Oh, I can. And it's unfortunate. It really, really is because it's completely different. Right. And I'm not just talking about your event. I'm talking about all events.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been inspired and influenced by events that I've been to with you, like Tony Robbins. Those events are amazing. And again, what do you learn at a Tony Robbins event? You don't really learn a whole lot. Like you discover a lot in yourself, but like the energy there, not even the people you meet. I don't really think I've met anyone at a Tony Robbins event. I know you have because you've paid for like the bigger events. But for me, the main value in a Tony Robbins event is just like the energy, just like that high level, like you just leave and like you just have so many ideas. Maybe they're ideas you already knew, but now you know them. Now they're like, you believe in yourself. You're like, I'm 100% like, this is it. And we've actually incorporated that into our events as well. Like, guys, get ready to get your energy up and get a little bit uncomfortable because you will be screaming, shouting, jumping around. We're going to have a DJ at the event, making sure that the energy stays high. So the whole time, I know you weren't there last year, Steve, but a lot of people, they gave compliments that, it was a high energy event, not just like boring, taking notes the whole time. We really want to make sure that you're in state. That's what Tony Robbins calls it. Being able to, feel good, have your heart racing. We don't want people falling asleep. So this event is going to really get you feeling good, feeling energized, and really get you in the best mood. So when networking does occur, you're your best version of yourself and you're able to meet people and really solidify those connections. It's not all about connections. Like you don't have to be weird at this event and be like, oh, I want to make all these connections. Just relax, have fun. I promise you this event will be worth it.
And what happens at events too, which is kind of cool. Like if you're a little more shy and reserved, a lot of times what happens, because I've been to a ton of them, like there's like circles that like come about, like there'll be like 5 people talking and you can kind of just sit on the sideline and just say hello, and just kind of listen in. And I've gained a lot like that. And then you could chime in and there's always so much value that you can learn, right? Like you might be a 5-figure seller. You may be new and you're talking to a 7-figure seller, but maybe you're really great at, organizing, or you're really great at booking appointments. You're really great at something. Like there's always something that you can give and something you can learn. And
100%.
Especially a lot of the bigger sellers, they kind of lose touch on the ground floor. So there's stuff to be gained from both sides. And I'm excited to go as a student. I'm glad I'm not putting on this event. I'm glad I don't have to be in charge of it all. I'm glad I could just go, bring my notepad, network, learn, and let you deal with all the fun stuff.
Yeah, it is fun. When we have a team this year helping make sure everything runs smoothly. And last year was smooth, but we did it with the iPhone. The music was on an iPhone that we were hooked up to. So I had to mentally know, oh, Richie Hustles is about to come out. So-and-so is about to come out. Let me make sure the walkout song's ready. And like, I was kind of stressed the whole time. I will be stressed this year again too, but we do have a bigger team managing things. And one of my favorite things to do is I like putting people together in the same room who I know. And I do this like outside of just throwing these events. Like this is my only second time throwing this event, but I love throwing parties where like Steve shows up. Like somebody I want to see you talk to is like a couple of the other guys, like Trevin. He's a private label guy, but he's also really good at selling courses.
I talked to him. I'm going to try to get on a live show, get a video with him with
yeah. I think you guys would jive real good.
Yeah.
And because we sell the course Book Business Blueprint, and you guys both do social media, and he sells a course as well. So I just love seeing those conversations happen. Dude, so even just being a fly in the wall as like an introvert, it's great at these events because you get to see Scott Needham and Caleb Roth like nerded out over algorithms or software or something.
TJ and Lisa are going to be there. So those are some of our top students. They joined our program, I think 16 months ago, and they've done $142,000 in sales selling books. And literally they just sent me over. They recorded some testimonial videos for us that we're going to use for ads and whatnot for the Book Business Blueprint. And they said in the first 30 seconds of the ad, they were like, TJ watched it and he like ran up to his wife. He's like, we got to do this. We got to join. She's like, it's a scam. And it was just funny because they had no knowledge of, I'm not trying to say we're the best teachers or anything like that, but they had no knowledge of Amazon or reselling or any of this stuff. And like, they did it and now they're full time. And like, I'm pumped for that. Like just to like meet them as well.
Yeah. It'll be really cool having them there. And I actually invited them because I know there's going to be a few people who show up to this event and they're going to be blown away. Last year, Taylor will tell you this to your face. Last year, we were doing hot seats for people. So we would take people and we would analyze their business in front of everybody. And we would have Amazon Lit. We would have Alexis Leal, who does 8 figures annually. He does something crazy. I want to say at least 7 figures a month, but maybe 8 figures. Like this guy's crushing it. We like all these huge people, students or audience members doing more sales than us. And not only Taylor, but some of the other people were just like, dude, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be in this room. Like the people here are too high level. Like I don't belong here. That's why I wanted to bring TJ and Lisa because they've only been doing it for 16 months. They got to that 5-figure mark and they're still at the beginning stages, but it shows someone who is just starting out, who doesn't have any sales on Amazon, that it's possible. So not only is it going to have the top Amazon sellers in the game, it's also going to have people just starting out. Not only is it going to have wholesalers like Amazon Lit, Alexis, it's also going to have booksellers, eBay guys like Steve. It's going to have private label guys, really everything except for drop shipping. I know Steve's channel covers a little bit of drop shipping, but every way you can sell on Amazon except for drop shipping will be at this event. We'll have experts from every corner. So no matter who you are, maybe you're getting bored of selling books or maybe you're getting bored of doing wholesale, come here, meet these guys, and there's somebody from every industry crushing it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going down on Saturday, April 2nd. So people can fly into the Miami airport, right? Or if they wanted to fly into Fort Lauderdale, they could as well.
Yep, either one.
And the event and everything is going to be what, in the Wynwood area?
Yeah, Wynwood area is going to be the event. After party, same. So book a place around Wynwood. Everything's pretty close. So, South Beach isn't too far. Brickell, downtown, they're all within 15 minutes. So anywhere around there is good.
And it's a 1-day event. So I'm going to be coming in on Thursday and I'm going to be hanging out for a couple days before and a couple days after. So I may put together some type of like, if anyone comes in a couple days earlier or later, cause I'm going to be with Jameson as well, who is a 7-figure seller. And I know you'll be around as well. So maybe we'll do like a after party.
Yeah. There's going to be networking opportunities all weekend, especially Friday. So I would, if everybody who's coming, I would definitely get in early Friday, at least.
Yeah. I'm excited. Every time I go to these events, like, one tip of advice for everybody is like, you're going to get your mind blown with like 1,000 ideas, but try to figure out like what are like the top 3 and like take action on it. Cause you're going to be like, I want to do wholesale. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh my God, I'm going to do online arbitrage and I'm going to move into a prep center and I'm going to get 6 virtual assistants. And it's like, it's inspiring, but honestly, one idea can change everything. One of my good friends, Dave Koziel, we went to Traffic and Conversion. It's a really popular internet marketing, conference back in 2017. His business was really struggling. Amazon, his ebook business for Kindle, everything was changing, struggling. And he learned about Shopify and he learned about starting his own brand and drop shipping. And now he runs a 7-figure business, all because he got one idea from that event, left, said, you know what, I'm going to do it. Took a year or so to build it out. And now that's his full-time thing. And it's just crazy how, an event and meeting people and seeing this is real. It's not like a YouTube video where you're like, oh, they're trying to sell me a course or try to pixel me to follow me around the internet or something to sell me something. Like I don't even know. Like, we're not really selling anything at this event, are you? It's like
No.
not going to be
I
a
mean,
pitch fest event.
we'll be selling the after party just because I know some people are going to want to go.
No, but I
So
mean, the speakers aren't coming on stage to pitch courses the whole
no,
time. Yeah.
we might have somebody mention a course or something. Like I know
Okay.
Trevin asked for permission, Cajun Ventures, so watch out for those two. But it's all about the value. That's
Yeah.
really what it's about. And it's a great opportunity to meet, learn, get inspired, just build your network. Like I love this. And I think in 2020, I was making a YouTube video about this. I think I stopped valuing networking as much as I used to. And now I'm going back the other way where I'm like going to network super, super hard.
Yeah. It's because you got me to live with you, man. And you
Yeah, he's like, what's the
true.
point? Steve's introducing me to all these people. Luis,
He lives with
everybody,
me. No.
German, what's his name?
Philip. Yeah.
Philip, all these people. I'm like, all right, Steve's going to do the networking for me. And that's another thing, is you'll meet people who will introduce you to other people. But you guys are probably getting tired of hearing this, but like literally I met Steve at an event like this. And this has proven to be a lucrative relationship and a good friendship. And so at these events, like the real value is going to be the relationships you build. That, in my opinion, that's the most valuable thing. And you don't know what you don't know. And so going to these events, you learn the unknown. So you learn things you didn't even know exist. And like it hits different. Like on YouTube, content's different than like everybody excited in a circle, like screaming, shouting, like, yeah, UPS shipping rates are super low. And you're like, what? And then you're like, you really start paying attention when you see like an 8-figure Amazon seller talking about how excited he is about UPS shipping rates. And you get your iPad out or iPhone and you write down like a little note that you got to do on Monday. And then Monday comes around and you take action on everything that you took notes on. So,
when things get really crazy around midnight when Caleb Roth gets a couple drinks in him.
Exactly, man. We're going to get more than just a couple. He's into bourbon right now. So
we're giving out free Scout IQ accounts.
We're going to load him up.
Well, cool. I think that's pretty much it. We covered it. The importance of networking. We covered some of the speakers. There's a lot of people that are going, guys. It's going to be fun. Saturday, April 2nd is the date. So I'd recommend getting in on Thursday and Friday if you can. There's going to be an after party. There's going to be several networking events going on within that time frame and connecting and whatnot. And I'll be there for a couple days after as well. So thanks for coming on the channel, man. Anything else you want to say? I'm excited to see you.
I will say the price is going up tomorrow. So if you're watching this within the next 24 hours, the price is still currently, we're calling it early bird pricing. Still get the tickets half off. So again, click the link below. I think it's /Rake and Profit. Steve does get a little bit of a kickback for some beer money. So if you go through his link, he will get a little bit of a kickback. So make sure to do that.
I'm not drinking this year, just so you know.
All right.
I'm dry. This is
celery carrot juice money.
Yes. That's expensive. Yeah. I'll need that stuff. Please buy a ticket so I can afford it.
So make sure to go through his link so you get to kickback. And again, tomorrow the price does go up, March 19th.
Yes.
So yeah. That's
cool.
it.
Well, I'm excited to see you, Avery. Excited to see everybody else who attends. It's going to be fun. If you watch this and you go, and sometimes people are shy and they're like, you see them looking at you at the corner of their eye and like, I don't want to bother him. Like, please come up and say hello. Like, don't be shy. Like, 100%. That's why I'm there. Like, I want to network, talk to people, get to know everybody. So thanks again, man, for putting on this event. I'm excited to come and be a student and learn, and it's going to be a good time. So we'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button.
Let's do it. Smash that like button. See you guys in Miami.
All right. Bye-bye.